Hi, Jackie here. So last week I went away with a friend camping, and normally it's family time for both of us. We've been meeting up once a year actually and camping. And so last week, neither of our girls wanted to go, and that was okay. So we decided to just continue because we don't really get to spend a lot of time together now, even though we've known each other since we were about 11. So we went along and it was a great camp, and we decided jokingly we'd call it Camp Freedom. But what we realised was that we had time to share more than we would probably had done had the family been there. And so we jokingly called it Camp Resentment. Now, I'm bringing this up and I'm sharing this with you because I think it's so valuable to understand the importance of talking and sharing and actually being vulnerable with someone that you trust and you know well. And there's merit to this in that, having at least just one person that you can share can really, really help with any underlying issues that you have mental health wise. And also, with if we hold on to things, it can absolutely manifest in a physical way. So we can become what I like to call leaking sort of anger everywhere, shouting, maybe tearful, no patience. And so it's great, your mind will start to, and your body will start to, if you like, play out some of these unspoken, some of the shadows that we keep lurking or we're holding on to. And so last week was a great time for us both to share and to actually just be heard. And that's the other important thing is, how are your listening skills? Do you really listen to friends? If you want to be listened and heard yourself, are you able to do that for one of your friends? And because listening in itself is a skill, and so many people find themselves starting out listening and then playing their own scenario, and of course that negates what you're being told. That is not holding a safe space for someone. So perhaps, just think on who it is that you have once a week, once a fortnight, if it's a phone call or you can meet in person for a coffee, that you can just share. And these are not just to be downbeat and negative and whatever, but there is evidence that when we can share and be really heard, actually just naming something, and so like naming resentment actually disempowered the resentments that we were holding, because sometimes when we're unable to name what it is that we're feeling, can become so much more than it started out to. So I like to feel that I've got at least one mental health buddy at any one time, and I'm very fortunate. I've got my London health buddies, and I have several in Somerset way that we meet up, have a coffee, and just talk over maybe the events of the last week. Doesn't have to be negative, and just good to share. So I hope that's been helpful. I'm going to pull a card and I will take a photo and look at the tarot card and see if what that brings up. Because remember, the part of the brain that you're not consciously aware of works with images, photos, pictures. And so maybe just look at the image that I post later and just see if you can make meaning of that yourself. Okay, have a great week, everyone, and don't forget to set your intention for the week. Again, it's a great way to bring your focus back onto one thing that you want to achieve for the week, and that's a great way to start off on Mondays. Okay, have a good week, everyone. Bye.